Good morning, students. Today we will learn about the packaging of DNA helix. DNA packaging is the process of tightly packing up the DNA molecule to fit it into the nucleus of the cell. DNA is approximately 2.2 meters in length, many times much longer than the dimension of a typical nucleus. So how DNA is present in nucleus which is much smaller than it, and it can be explained by the process of DNA packaging. Now before starting, let's revise what we have studied in our last class. In our last class we studied about the chemical structure of DNA polynucleotide. We studied that basic unit of DNA is a nucleotide which has three components: a nitrogenous base, a pentose sugar, and a phosphate group. There are two types of nitrogenous base, that is purine and pyrimidine. A nitrogenous base is linked to the pentose sugar through N-glycosidic linkage, and when a phosphate group is linked to a nucleoside through phosphoester linkage, a corresponding nucleotide is formed, and two nucleotides are joined through 3' to 5' phosphodiester linkage to form a dinucleotide. In this manner, many more nucleotides can be joined. So a polymer thus formed has a free phosphate moiety at 5' end of sugar and a free 3' OH group at which is referred as 3' end of the polynucleotide chain. Okay, now the two chains have antipolar polarity and the backbone is constituted by sugar phosphate and the bases project inside. Now the bases in the strands are paired through hydrogen bond forming base pair. Adenine form two hydrogen bonds with thymine, and guanine is bonded with three hydrogen bond with cytosine. Two chains are coiled in a right-handed fashion. The pitch of the helix is 3.4 nanometer and there are roughly 10 base pair in each turn. The distance between base pair in a helix is approximately equal to 0.34 nanometer and the thickness is about 2 nanometer. Now, first of all, we will see the DNA packaging in prokaryotes. Now, in prokaryotes like E. coli, a well-developed nucleus is absent. However, DNA does not appear in unfolded, scattered form. Okay, that means DNA is found in cytoplasm in a supercoiled state. The coils are maintained by non-histone basic protein. Okay, and this compact structure of DNA is called nucleoid or genophore. So in bacterium, the DNA is supercoiled and found in a region of the cell called the nucleoid. Okay, here you can see prokaryote genome organization is through nucleoid, supercoiling and DNA loops. Okay, so DNA is folded to form supercoiled complex of numerous loops. Okay, and the DNA being negatively charged is held with some nucleoid associated proteins that have positive charge in a region termed as nucleide. So the DNA is in nucleide is organized into large loops held by the proteins. Okay, so these are the proteins, so they will appear as a loop wrapped around a protein molecule, okay, which have a positive charge. Now, DNA packaging in eukaryotes. DNA is organized into chromatin in eukaryotes, and eukaryotic chromosome are complexed into a nucleoprotein structure called chromatin. Okay, now eukaryotic DNA packaging is organized into three major structure or in three orders. First one is the nucleosome, second order is the solenoid, okay, this, and the third one is the scaffold loop or chromatid and chromosome. Now, basic repeating structural and functional unit of chromatin is nucleosome. Now, every chromosome contains hundreds of thousands of nucleosomes and these nucleosomes are joined by DNA. Okay, and this joining gives the appearance of string of beads when seen under the electron microscope. Okay, now this nucleosome model of chromosome is proposed by Roger Korenberg in 1974. Now, this model explains the DNA organization and its associated protein in the chromosome. It also tells the exact mechanism of folding of DNA in nucleus. Okay, now after this, the wrapping of the DNA over the basic histone protein, then again it condenses to form a solenoid structure, which again condense further coiled to produce a chromatid of 700 nanometer diameter and then a metaphase chromosome of 1400 nanometer in diameter. Okay, so a typical nucleosome contain about 200 base pair of a DNA helix. Okay, now nucleosome is a submicroscopic subunit of chromatin which is formed by wrapping of DNA over a core of tailed histone protein. Okay, so each chromosome is made up of DNA tightly coiled many times around proteins that supports a structure, and the protein that bind to the DNA to form eukaryotic chromosome are then divided into two classes. One is histone and the other one is non-histone chromosomal protein. Okay, now the nucleosome is the smallest structure component of chromatin and is produced through interaction between DNA and histone protein. Okay, now the organization of DNA helix is much more complex in eukaryotes, and it is associated with a set of positively charged basic proteins which are called histone. So here it is written, each nucleosome consists of histone octamer. Here you can see it is a octamer. Okay, assembled from the histone H2A, H2B, H3 and H4 and a segment of DNA that wraps around the histone core. Okay, now these are the histone proteins. That means the center of the octamer, or it is also known as new body. Okay, and the charge is positive, so they attract the negatively charged phosphate containing backbone of DNA double strand. Okay, now histone protein are positively charged and have many arginine and lysine amino acid that binds to the negatively charged DNA, and histone are of two types. One is core histone and the other one is the linkage histone, linker histone. So histone are the basic proteins. Okay, they are positively charged, so the charge depends upon the presence of the types of the amino acid, that is arginine and lysine. Now histone are rich in these two basic amino acid. Now histone octamer are organized to form a group of 8 molecules which is called a histone octamer. Here you can see H2A, H2B, H3 and H4 are the core histones. Okay, and H3 and H4 dimer and 2 H2A and H2B dimer form an octamer. That means 2 of the H2A and H2B and 2 molecule of H3 and H4 will form a octamer. Okay, so this DNA is wrapped around this octamer. Okay, so a typical nucleosome contains 200 base pair of DNA, and out of which about 146 base pair makes 1.75 left-handed turn over the octamer to form a nucleosome. Okay, and then here you can see turns around the octamer, and then each nucleosome has a length of 10 nanometer with 5.7 nanometer thickness. Okay, and these are fundamental packing unit particles of chromatin and give up chromatin a beads on a string appearance in electron micrograph. Okay, so 4 nucleosome histone and 2 of each So this forms the octamer. Now the histone octamer forms a protein core, so that is the core histone, and then there is a linker DNA. Okay, now two adjacent nucleosomes are connected by 54 short segment of unbound DNA, which is called a linker DNA. Here is one nucleosome, then again one nucleosome. Okay, so again this is the linker DNA. So a fifth type of larger histone called H1 is attached over the linker DNA. Okay, here you can see H1 histone. This is the core histone, octamer histone core. DNA is wrapped around it. Okay, that means out of 200 base pair, about 146 base pair makes 1.75 left-handed turn over this octamer. Okay, and then both these are then attached to the linker DNA. Okay, so nucleosome and the linker DNA together constitute chromatosome, and nucleosome chain gives a beads on string appearance under electron microscope. Okay, this here you can see about 200 base pair of DNA is wrapped over new body, and I have told you what is a new body. It is the core histone. That means 4 of the histone protein which occur in pair to produce histone octamer. Okay, that is 2 copies of each. Which one? H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. These are called new body or core of nucleosome. Okay, and then about 200 base pair of DNA is wrapped over new body to complete 1.75 turns over the octamer. Okay, and then DNA present between two adjacent nucleosomes is called linker DNA, this one. Okay, and it is attached to H1 histone protein. Now nucleosome chain gives a beads on string appearance under electron microscope. Okay, understood? Now next, now the nucleosome further coils to form solenoid, which has 30 nanometer diameter. Okay, and then the beads on the string structure in chromatin is packaged to form, again it is coiled to form, okay, a structure which is 300 nanometer, that is DNA. Then it is coiled to form nucleosome, then again it is coiled to form solenoid. Okay, and then again it is further coiled, it is to form 300 nanometer in diameter. Then it is further coiled and condensed to produce a chromatid of 700 nanometer in diameter, and then metaphase chromosome of 1400 nanometer in diameter. Okay, so these are the various steps in folding and superfolding of basic chromatin components to generate an eukaryotic chromosome. Okay, now non-histone chromosomal protein. The packaging of chromatin at higher level requires additional set of protein that collectively are referred as a non-histone chromosomal protein. Now on the basis of staining behavior, nucleus consists of two types of chromatin. One is euchromatin and the other one is heterochromatin. Now euchromatin remain loosely packed and it gets slightly stained. Okay, then it is transcriptionally active, and then heterochromatin, it is stained darkly and it is more densely packed and it is an transcriptionally inactive chromatin. Okay, so we saw how the organization of DNA helix in eukaryotes take place, which is associated with a set of positively charged basic protein called histones, and the DNA and the histone are loosely bound together to form a deoxyribonucleoprotein which is called chromatin. Okay, and the positively charged R group of the amino acid binds strongly to the negatively charged phosphate group of DNA. Now histone are organized to form a unit of 8 molecules called histone octamer, which consists of 2 molecules each of 4 different histone, that is H2A, H2B, H3 and H4, and a molecule of 5th histone, that is called H1. It is attached to the DNA. Okay, and the two nucleosome are attached, that means the two adjacent nucleosome are connected by a short segment of DNA which is called a linker DNA. Okay, and a nucleosome and a linker are together referred as chromatosome. Okay, so that's all for today. Next we will deal with the topic, that is structure of the chromosome and central dogma of life. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.